The year is 2025. No flying cars, no cure for the common cold. But President Trump is back, and he's recycling an old joke. Hey Canada, you'd make a great 51st state. This time Canadians don't laugh. They've had enough. Instead of polite apologies, Canadians from coast to coast launch a massive boycott of American goods. Years of simmering tension, trade disputes, tough negotiations, and a sense of being bullied have boiled over. Trump's joke, once a wink, now feels like a jab at Canada's identity. The response? A masterclass in quiet, polite fury, no protests, just a nationwide decision to stop buying American. The message is clear. Canada is not America's little brother, backyard, or future state. This is about respect, not economics. On one side, Trump, who loves headlines. On the other, a nation that's found its breaking point. This isn't just a diplomatic spat. It's about identity and what happens when you push the nicest neighbor too far. Canada stands up, not with military might, but with consumer power. The stage is set for a showdown no one expected. The world watches as Canada quietly asserts itself. This is the story of how a joke became a turning point. It's about a country reminding its closest ally, we stand on our own 2 feet. The relationship has changed, and there's no going back. Welcome to the new North American standoff. As the boycott gains steam, Prime Minister Mark Carney heads to Washington for a tense meeting. The stakes? High. The USMCA trade deal is up for review, and tariffs are hurting Canadians. Carney's goal? Fix the relationship, protect jobs, and avoid being humiliated by another Trump quip. But just before the meeting, Trump drops the 51st state line again, publicly. Suddenly, it's not just about trade, it's about sovereignty and respect. Carney faces an impossible task. Negotiate with a president who just joked about absorbing your country. The atmosphere is icy. Every word matters. Canadians want results, not more talk. The world wonders, can Carney stand up to Trump and bring home a win? The answer will define Canada's next move. Why are Canadians so angry? Because tariffs are hitting where it hurts. Jobs and wallets. U.S. import taxes on steel, aluminum, lumber, and cars have devastated Canadian communities. Unemployment is up, factories are slowing, and families are feeling the squeeze. Canada and the U.S. are economic partners, not rivals, so these tariffs hurt both sides. The relationship is like two people in a canoe fighting with paddles. Everyone risks falling in. As frustration grows, anti-American sentiment spreads. Trump's joke isn't just an insult, it's salt in an open wound. Canadians feel betrayed by their closest ally. The boycott is more than a protest, it's a demand for respect. The powder keg is lit. Now, it's not just about trade, it's about dignity. Trump's 51st state joke has worn out its welcome. He frames it as a security offer. Join the U.S., get missile defense, but Canadians hear a threat, not a deal. Prime Minister Carney has asked Trump to stop, but the message never sticks. Each time Trump repeats the line, it feels less like a joke and more like a challenge to Canada's sovereignty. For Canadians, independence is non-negotiable. The joke, once harmless, now feels like a deliberate provocation. It's not just politicians who are angry, everyone is. The joke has become a symbol of disrespect. Canadians are proud of their distinct identity, and the 51st state line crosses a line. The anger is real, and it's everywhere, from Parliament to the pub. Trump's persistence has united Canadians in defiance. The message, Canada is not for sale. The joke is dead. The relationship is changed. Canadians are done laughing. This is about respect, not punchlines. The world sees a nation standing up for itself. And Trump finally finds the limit of Canadian patience. Canadian leaders respond in rare unity. Parliament condemns Trump's remark. Even US-friendly politicians draw the line. A history-loving MP reminds everyone. Canada's defended its independence before. Remember the War of 1812? The message, don't test us. The outrage spills into everyday life, on talk radio, in coffee shops, and across social media. Canadians celebrate their identity: poutine, hockey, the Rockies, and bags of milk. Memes and jokes fly, but the pride is real. Even humor has an edge. Beavers with boxing gloves, maps with, "Sorry, we're busy." From politicians to fishermen, the message is the same. Mess with our trade, but not our identity. The boycott becomes a badge of honor. Canada's unity is on full display. The world takes notice. How do 40 million Canadians fight back? With their wallets. The boycott isn't government policy, it's a grassroots movement, where Boycott USA trends as Canadians swap American brands for homegrown alternatives. Facebook groups share tips, recipes, and encouragement. Grocery stores see shoppers reading labels, choosing Canadian. Vacations shift from Florida to Banff, cars from Detroit to Ontario. Even ketchup becomes a symbol, French's over Heinz. It's a million small choices, adding up to a powerful message. The movement is polite, but determined. Viral videos show Canadians swapping bourbon for rye, making sacrifices for my country. The polite protest unites the nation. The boycott is more than economics. It's about pride. Canada stands together, one shopping cart at a time. The fallout forces Canada to rethink its relationship with the U.S. Prime Minister Carney tells Canadians, "The old cozy partnership is over. Canada must be more assertive, less dependent." The government looks to Europe and Asia for new trade partners. It's a wake-up call. Canada can't put all its eggs in one American basket. The relationship won't collapse, but it's now more cautious, more transactional. Canadians have learned the power of unity and consumer action. The little brother has grown up. This moment clarifies Canada's identity and strength. The boycott is a uniquely Canadian rebellion. Quiet, proud, and effective. Canada moves forward, not as a 51st state, but as a confident, independent nation. And yes, they'll be drinking Canadian whiskey, thank you very much.